Hi, so here we are at the new release wall, and what I want to do here is I want to show you how to go ahead and change the information that is on this new release wall to the current month's releases. As we know, it is May 1st. And unfortunately, we're still showing April's releases here. There isn't, it doesn't automatically update in the system, but there is a really quick and easy way to do this. So the first thing I want to do is I want to come all the way down here to the bottom, and I want to open up View More Schedule Releases in a new tab is what I want to do. And I'm going to go ahead and come over here to May. And I'm going to go ahead and once again, bottom here. Now I'm going to open these both up using the edit links right here. I'm going to open these both up in a new editor. Now I've already checked and made sure that the information in April is still there. Okay, so, and now here I want to switch this over to the Visual Composer here so you can see what I'm going to do. So, give it a moment. It's a lot actually for the Visual Composer to process. So sometimes it may take a little bit for that Visual Composer to bring everything up, and that's completely normal. And the system may lock up for just a second or two while it does it, and it's just that it's bringing up a tremendous amount of stuff for WordPress, and sometimes it can take it a little bit to do that. Once it's brought all that up, you'll see this is right here, just how we want it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I notice that we have an empty block in here. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. That's not necessary. There we go. Okay, so here we are in the Visual Composer, and you can take a look at all the releases coming up in that particular month. And you can come over here too and see these in the Visual Composer as well. But we're actually not going to utilize the Visual Composer for this, actually. What we're going to do is we're just going to come up here, and I'm going to click Classic Editor. I'm going to take us back into a classic editor. Now we're going to be in the WYSIWYG editor. Once again, I don't want to be there either. I want to be over here in the plain text area. Not the what you see is what you get editor, but the plain text editor over here. And what I want to do, okay, now here I'm on the actual release schedule page, and here I have the month of May. So I'm going to take all this information in here, and I already know that it's already been saved in April's schedule of the month, so I don't have to transfer this over there. So I'm just going to select it all, and I'm going to get rid of it. Now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to select all of that. I'm going to copy it with Control-C on the keyboard, or just right-click here and hit copy. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to hit paste. I'm not going to go back into the Visual Composer. I don't need to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and tell this to update. Sometimes you're going to get this, totally fine. It's a lot of short codes for WordPress to process. So it's just asking, are you sure you want to do this? This might take a bit of time on your server to do. Your web server is more than able to handle that. So now when you go to view the page, and now I'm not going to edit this page at all over here, so I'm just going to X out of there. Now when you go and view the page, now you'll see that the current release schedule has all of those releases in it that are coming up for the month of May. And it is linked to now from the actual release schedule page. When people click, you'll see you'll have a little breadcrumb there, home and release schedule. So as long as you've got the information there, if not, you will need to, if you have, it's very simple. You can transfer information from the release wall to a month page, or from a month's releases page to the new release wall using that same method. When you're using the Visual Composer, what it's doing is it's writing all those shortcodes for you. That's what it's doing in the background. And those are little shortcodes that WordPress can interpret to do things such as bring in these photos here, attach them to a link, and make them look nice and pretty. So anyway, that is how you update the new release wall with new releases. If you have any further questions or you would like more clarification on this feature, please don't hesitate to ask.